stay-at-home order, which means you can only leave the home for essential services. Greg McIntyre is with McIntyre Elder Law. And Greg, you say that legal services are essential. I don't even know where to begin. Thank you for being on the show today. Just talk about the landscape quickly of these difficult times before we get into the legal services.
Hey, people are scared. I think our government's taken action to try to take care of us. But on the other hand, certainly it's taking away a lot of constitutional rights that we have, that people have fought and died for in our country over the years. And lawyers have traditionally been a check and a balance on, abuse of power. And we don't want that to happen. I don't think that's happening. But if you, heaven forbid, are someone who got locked up during a quarantine and you didn't have access to legal services, you may want to be able to call your lawyer so you didn't sit there during the length of whatever was going on. Plus, to be honest with you, I think that the governmental officials would want the attorneys to be able to be in place as well, so there wouldn't be overcrowding. There's only so many spaces down at the county courthouse, right, or at the jail. So we want to be able to have access to that. So those are some of the things I'm worried about. Just that's what I'm most worried about, is preserving people's most basic constitutional rights. And that's why attorneys are essential.
So let's talk about this too. We know that legal service is essential, as you outlined about if you get locked up in jail, you want somebody there to go ahead and advocate on your behalf. But what about estate planning? During this time, why is estate planning so critical and so essential?
Yeah, so one of the founding fundamental constitutional principles of this country also is being able to control your property, being able to control your money. If you're in quarantine and you haven't appointed, say, I haven't appointed my wife as my financial agent through a general durable power of attorney, or to handle my healthcare affairs, that can be problematic. You want to appoint the person you trust to be able to handle your finances and healthcare decisions, especially in the wake of a healthcare crisis. And if you're quarantined, your attorney, witnesses, notaries cannot get in to see you to sign those important documents at that time. So get them in place now.
So what are you doing right now? You're doing everything virtually. How do people get in contact with you? And what is the protocol right now during this crazy time?
Sure. Yeah, so we're using, similar to what we're doing right now, we do use Google Hangouts all the time. So we do virtual video conferences. We're already set up for that. Every appointment we schedule has an option for a video conference, and has for years. So we do that. We also are still seeing clients in office. Since we are essential services, we're going to continue to do that, and I guess risk my neck to do that. Also, but we're taking precautions. We're talking about going to shift work here, and we certainly have Purell everywhere, and signs up from the CDC. They have great signs that tell people, if you're experiencing symptoms, then to sit in your car and call us from the parking lot. We're also doing curbside signings. So we put in place a lot of measures to try to help people during this time.
So I know you have a free webinar, I understand, and also the number. So give me the details where people
Sure.
can get in touch.
Yeah, so during this time, we can't do our seminars that we usually do for the public. So I recorded a free e-seminar or webinar. So if you go to mcelderlaw.com/free webinar, or call 704-749-9244, we can hook you up with that as well if you call us. But go to mcelderlaw.com/free webinar. You'll receive that free webinar. And during this time of crisis, we've waived our consult fee, Eugene. We're doing free consults for the public. So we've waived that. Call us for your free consult and go to mcelderlaw.com/free webinar for the free webinar.
All right, don't forget, visit mcelderlaw.com/free webinar, and the number is 704-749-9244 to schedule your free consultation. Thank you very much, and during this very difficult time.
My pleasure. Thank you, Eugene.